A huge congratulations to vidIQ for reaching 1 million subscribers. Wow, what a large milestone, and they should be proud of themselves. But that has me thinking, now that they are a channel with 1 million subscribers, how much money are they actually making? Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only, and this is just a rough estimate. Now, to figure out how much money vidIQ makes, we're going to be looking at how much money he makes in a single day on average, how much money he makes in a single year on average, and how much money has he made so far. Now, for the daily and yearly averages, we don't actually have to look very far, as we have this thing called Social Blade. Now, Social Blade estimates that vidIQ makes around 46,000 views a day, which is equivalent to around $12 to $186 in a single day. So we're just going to take the average of those two, which is around $100 for a single day. Now, the yearly estimates, according to Social Blade, say that he averages around 16 million views a year, which means that he makes somewhere between $4.2 thousand and $67,000 in a single year, and the average of those two is around $35.5 thousand in a single year. So those are his estimates for how much money he makes in a year and how much money he makes in a single day. How much money has he made so far? At the time of this recording, vidIQ has 69 million views on the channel. And most of you would be like, oh, all we have to do is take the 69 million views and convert it into cash. Here's the problem with that sort of logic. The issue is, not every single video is monetized. In order to answer this question, what we need to do is we need to figure out what was his first video that was monetized. The second problem is he never really gives us the answer to that question. We don't know what his first monetized video is. It could be his very first video, or it could be like video number 448. In order to answer this question, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to give some rough estimates, and that involves finding out the average first video that is monetized on a YouTube channel. As you know, in order to get monetized on YouTube, you need to have 1,000 subscribers and you need to have 4,000 hours of watch time, neither which I have. Researching further to answer this question, I have found that on average it takes 15.5 months to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it typically averages to about 164 uploads. The only thing that really will matter in answering this question is the amount of uploads, which is 164. So we're just going to say 164 uploads is going to be our marking point. But we also have to remember that 4,000 hours of watch time is also another thing that we have to consider. So how are we going to answer this question? Because watch time is different for every channel. So if we go to vidIQ and we look through the old videos, as we can clearly see, most of his videos are short videos that are like 1 minute to 5 minutes. Channels that start out with shorter videos usually take a longer time to meet the watch time requirements. Now, if we look at the average views for these videos, the views tend to be all over the place. Some videos get like 4,000 views while others get like 100,000 views. So there's no like consistency. Since it would take a ton of math to add all of these up and divide them by 164, let's just take a rough estimate. My guess for the average views per video for these early videos that aren't monetized is going to be around 14,000 as a rough estimate, since there are way more videos that don't do well rather than get a lot of views, and for the most part his videos seem to be skewed towards the small thousands, like 4,000, 5,000, 8,000 views, which is why my guess is going to be around 14,000 in case any like outliers come into play, like 200,000 views or something like that. And since watch time is going to be a bigger issue with him, let's actually raise the amount of uploads it took to get him monetized from 164 to around 214, just so that way we fix any margin of error or anything like that. So now if we take 214 and multiply it by 14,000, the answer equates to roughly around 3 million. Exact number is 2,996,000. These are views that he got that weren't monetized according to my calculations. So we are going to be subtracting these from the 69 million views that he currently has. The only other factor that we need to consider beforehand is whether or not he has some videos demonetized in any way. But considering that this channel knows the ins and outs of YouTube and has even made some videos on how to get monetized, it's very, very safe to assume that ever since he got monetized, pretty much every single video from this point on is monetized. So now all we have to do is take the 2,996,000 views that we assumed aren't monetized and subtract that from the rough estimate, which at the time of this recording is 69,150,000. And by subtracting those two numbers, we get a rough answer of 66,154,000 views that are monetized. In order to convert this to cash, what we have to do is we have to take the number and divide it by 1,000 because it's for every 1,000 views. Now, according to the internet, the average video receives $3 to $5 per ad views. So we have to take the number, which is 66,154, and multiply it by 4. But we have to remember that this is for ad views. For the sake of math and estimates, let's just say that 80% of all viewers have ads on. In that case, we would take the result and multiply it by 0.8. And my final result after all this math is $211,692.80. That is how much money he has made so far according to my calculations. Now, I know he probably makes more than that due to merch and other platforms and even his own vidIQ tool, but I'm just doing this for YouTube video monetization only. And so there you have it. Yearly, daily, and estimates of how much money vidIQ has made so far. Thank you for watching. If you really enjoyed this video, please subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.